Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. It's Smith. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December,
giving.
Right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And a solid run down inside the 30. 113 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now Newton. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Smith. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're not panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
19 tight.
Now Geno on 1st down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
And this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
And I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Geno now to throw. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Here's Dorsett. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there's no space available. An incompletion as a result.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. To throw on 2nd and 10. Newton going up top for Kupp. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
From the 27, Smith. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, it's Smith. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Here's Smith. And the Rams got it. They bring it down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They fake the give. Newton. That's to the sideline and complete. A nifty job to make the catch, but the throw took him right out of bounds. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. He caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On third down, here's a run by Akers. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for L.A. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Second and 10, Smith again. On the slant, it's Fant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The result, a first down, as a quick slant gets him 14.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up the first down.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. One of the best of the last decade or so, Bobby Wagner in to bring him down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Sticking with Walker on second down. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Third and long, it's Smith. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. From the gun, it's Walker. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Smith. Buying time to his left. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
From the red zone now, Smith. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football that they do. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing now is Geno. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this point with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He completes this to Walker. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
Desperation time for Smith on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
They just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
Yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
He's brought down back at the 20-yard line.
The Rams on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is third down and 12. Newton now to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And they will take over first and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Sticking with Walker on second down. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
18
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Looking sideline, incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
On second and 10, Smith. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Geno. Flush to his right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. All right, now the Seahawks face a big two-point conversion attempt. They're going to try and run. But he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a two-score game here in the fourth. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a two-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to patch together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on third down, Newton. Man open is Robinson. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Hard to believe this guy was watching us from his living room last week. Now he's under center here for an NFL team.
And not many teams were in the market to sign him, but you have to believe that this team felt like we saw something previously in this guy, and now he has a chance to prove it with us.
On the handoff, running left is Akers. On the tackle that time, Shelby Harris.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a throw here to his running back. Only able to gain a couple there. 3rd and 7 now.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Let's go now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Seahawks.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here we go.
Now it's Smith. Pass is caught. It's Metcalf going across the field here. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. Smith. Now wasted time going right back to DK Metcalf. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They come out with one back and three tight ends. Here's Walker. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Again, Walker, and he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. For this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Myers connects on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Going right back to Akers. And some room. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. The 20. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular one he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Smith. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage, and time is going to expire in this football game. So it's the Rams here to take home the W. And it was thanks in large part to the play of a man who's been doing for a while, their veteran quarterback.
Yeah, the numbers don't jump off the page, but he was a steady influence back there. He had a couple touchdown passes on the afternoon. His guys rallied around him, and they're going to come away victorious.
So for Los Angeles, that's now 5 wins on the campaign as they get the job done here.